3, 2, 1.
All right, let's get into this intuitive message, this intuitive reading for Essie and Armand. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. Okay, so I have a subscriber that was like, sis, I need you to get on this ASAP. So, I was like, all right, let's see what it says. Let's see what energy says. First of all, I ain't gonna lie, like just shuffling the deck, the download is, this is a very complicated situation between these two. Don't ask me why. I don't know. So let's just see what energy says, okay? See what my ancestors say. They say it's just a hectic situation. Anywho, Spirit is acknowledging that with these two, it is a winding road, that they have just been on a journey, and it's been a lot of twists and turns, okay? Back and forths. Don't cross over the double line. I put my boundaries up kind of energy, okay? But there's steady progress, stamina, travel, a road trip, and enjoying the journey. So they could definitely be traveling, or he could be traveling, or they could be coming closer, what have you. Spirit is acknowledging that this energy of them traveling or someone even becoming a little bit closer or just going on this journey is a nuisance. It's a bother. It's provocation, gossip, hassle, freeloading, and opportunism. One or both of them was like, oh, shit, I did not want this. Go away. Spirit is acknowledging that whoever this is that's very emotional, or there could be a water sign included, that not to get your feathers ruffled, inner calm, well-being, patience, deep breathing, compassion, the ideal. Don't get your feathers ruffled, because at one time this is what you wanted, okay? We see pink, this is the area of passion. We see yellow, which is the area of the solar plexus. I can. So I can do what I need to do in regards to this passion, in regards to this passionate project. Why Spirit had me saying passion project, I don't know, but it's a project. Spirit is also acknowledging that there is a manifestation with these two. Now, this could be a pregnancy, because let's not negate the fact that we see a pregnant belly, or this could just be a manifestation. But all in all, it is trying to call for something to give birth to it, to give life to it, okay? And this is why I call it a manifestation as well. I do see a swirl of orange, which lets me know this is very emotional, but I also see black, which lets me know that one or both of them is trying to protect themselves from the other at all costs. Because why? Because you got too big for your britches, okay? There's arrogance, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty. Modesty is needed with the wilted flower here. Love is lost. And why was it lost? Because you wanted to go out and catch lightning bugs. Because you want to go out and have everyday magic. Everyday magic. Everyday magic. That's a taste of the Holly Weird. Childhood simple pleasure, wonder, and the secret wish. So let's dive a little bit deeper and let's see. How does Armand currently feel about Essie? Thank you. Okay. All right, Spirit is acknowledging that he's like, look, it's blowing up a storm, strong momentum, sudden change, necessary shake-up, transformation with hope. So he's acknowledging that there's still hope to get this in alignment, okay? But it's blowing up a storm with her. Subconsciously, he's saying, we once was dogs, we once was loyal, we was down for each other, and now you're barking up the wrong tree. He says subconsciously this storm is because you are barking up the wrong tree. Essie, stalemate, not lack of clarity, perspective shift is needed. There's something that you need to really shift your focus on. Like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. In the middle of the deck, he is acknowledging, though, that this is like a swirl of communication, a lot of emotion around somebody from where? Georgia. Now, what part of Georgia? I don't know. But he's acknowledging that's what we cannot see, that this issue with him and her has to deal with this person who is sweet as a Georgia peach, okay? Kindness, tender care, charm, beauty, flirtation, delicious experience. You see what I see? Okay. Oh, look, Spirit just keeps saying it's blowing up a storm. So it's going to blow up a storm when it comes to him and Essie. Okay. Now, Essie, how do you feel about Armand? Okay. So she's acknowledging, give me some sugar, hugs and kisses, adoration, snuggling, pillow talk, bonding, someone's favorite. Like, there's some things that she just, I don't know if this is her first love. I don't know. It was because she's a child with this man, but there is something about him that kind of has her stuck too. Like, it doesn't feel like passionate, but it just feels like, It feels fuzzy. I ain't gonna lie. It feels a little warm and fuzzy. But this is that I can chakra with the yellow. I can. Subconsciously, she is saying, like, look, right now everything is cool and calm between me and this man. Emotions are very, very, very balanced. Like, it's not teetering and tottering. But she's acknowledging with the mountains in the background that there have been ups and downs. She's trying to gain direction when it comes to Armand with the boat. She's trying to see herself as a reflection, too. Like, what did I do? How can I change? What part did I play in this? Just taking responsibility, so it feels like to me. Again, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. There is a treasured objective here, though, so don't get it twisted. I'm playing nice in the sandbox because there's a treasured objective. Could it be the child? Could it be another reason? Another reason? I don't know. Let's just keep seeing. Purpose, determination, smooth sailing, and assistance. She is getting assistance, and I've been saying that. Anywho, in the middle of the deck, what we're not saying is she's saying when it comes to our mom, it's just very naive. He's just very oblivious. Like, that's our issue. Inexperienced. He's very gullible. Study and apprenticeship is needed. If you want to play this game, you got to study. The first time I've heard that when I've done a reading on this man. Anyway, what's the overall energy for Armand and Essie in regards to relationship, romantic, trauma bond? All right, it's a trauma bond. It is a trauma bond. Somebody is hurt, but they're still bonded by something. And I said that in my other reading on my other channel, that they're just brought together by this intense energy, and it could be the child, or it could be a past life a karmic lesson. You know what I'm saying? When people come here, they come here with a whole shitload of a suitcase full of shitload of shit. Okay. All right, so I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that person is not your twin flame. Get out while you can, okay? Ooh, this is codependency at its most toxic. You might find comfort in old familiar wounds, but resist the temptation to make connections rooted in things that no longer serve you or support your healing. Boom. Bada boom, bada bang. Armand and Essie. Heal the ouch in reverse. Okay. Reverse this card is a message urging you to make amends for any harm you've done to another. Appraise yourself honestly. How have you been selfish, greedy, or inconsiderate of others? Have you harbored resentment toward those who have harmed you in the past? Practice deep and radical forgiveness. In order to be free to know healing, you must surrender your old hurts and begin anew. Forgiving yourself and loving yourself is important too. Be humble and willing to admit to your weaknesses. Know the imperfections of the human personality. Walk tall as you can and take the path of the shaman, the wise elder who is willing to go into the shadows to bring healing light to old wounds. Wow, that was deep, ancestors. That was deep. But yeah, it's time to heal them old wounds. Let that go. Right, Armon and Essie. All right, when it comes to Armand and Essie, there are still some things that just makes them lost for words. And this could be the music career, because I'm thinking about who wears a mic. Maybe a musician will wear a mic, or some type of broadcaster, or some type of person who's like, just giving information, whatever. So it feels like I'm lost for words. Like, when it comes to this person, there's some stuff that I just can't. I'm hearing bottom of the barrel. Like, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff that I can't even articulate. Thank you, Spirit. So they're saying it's just shady shit when it comes to them. And it's interesting that we see this makeup palette. Somebody done this some shady shit, left somebody lost for words. But in the middle of the deck, it's just too many nosy people. And so they constantly got to watch what they doing, what they saying, how they moving, because there's so many nosy people in their business waiting for a little bit of information. Like a hound dog, Spirit said. Ooh, listen to this. It says masking feelings. Somebody is masked, so somebody still like, okay, you still like what you see? Okay, so Armand, feelings towards Essie. Payback is a bitch. like it's back. Like you coming back and payback is a bitch. Can't commit. Started off hot. Okay, so he's like, payback is a bitch. It feels like, I don't know if he's getting some messages, but it feels like he's acknowledging too, like this is a karmic lesson. Payback is a bitch. She coming for you. She ain't gonna stop coming for you. She gonna play nice. She gonna look nice. But if you strike her, she's coming. Okay, sir, and she ain't playing small. Okay, just letting you know. But you couldn't commit anyway. You couldn't commit in the present or the future. Not with her. You wasn't. And I don't know if she know that. I don't know if she's ready to talk about that. But that ain't my business. That's y'all's business. Anyway. It started off hot. It sure did. But that was the past. You see? You see? That was the past. This is the present. Oh, thank you, Spirit. You want to confirm? I shall. Essie, how does she feel about Armand? Who's the Aquarius? Why the Aquarius energy? Why the Aquarius energy? Was y'all playing games on each other though? Now that's interesting. Spirit said her hands is not clean, so y'all must have been doing the same thing, trying to hurt each other with the same move. Can't commit. Aquarius energy. So there is an air sign. This is a thinker. She's thinking she could be. She could have Aquarius in her chart, or she's around an Aquarius. When it comes to him, there's an Aquarius energy. Okay, when she thinks about what has transpired, she's also hiding pain when it comes to him, and she's also saying in the middle of the deck he can't commit. Okay, all right. Spirit already said that. Spirit already said that he couldn't commit. It was. Hey, Essie and Armand. Thank you. Ooh. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. You better stop playing with that stuff. All right, so she's just acknowledging both of them are acknowledging they have a lot of fans, very obsessive fans, stalking, lust, and shallow groupies. Just looking. Look how they looking. Like, what y'all doing now? Spirit is also acknowledging that they're stuck in the past in this relationship, that they're trying to move on, they're trying to forget, but they're still clinging to some things that happened in the past, hence why it said heal old wounds. Spirit is also acknowledging that one or both of them is malevolent, which is just giving me toxic Hollywood energy, that somebody's angry, somebody's pained, and somebody's having to do something to get the other. Pay attention. Fearful extreme differences. And it's interesting that we would have the Hollywood card next to the religious card, because somebody else is just very religious and very faithful and focusing on their vows and church and practice and holy and worship and sacred, trying to keep the light around them, trying to keep the light within them, and someone else is just dark. Someone else is malevolent, fearful with extreme differences. Whew. And Spirit is also acknowledging that there's cultural differences between these two, Essie and Armand, but that someone is missing someone. This could be their connection. They're missing the connection. Thank you, Spirit. The connection that brings them together. Or they could just, honestly, someone is just not completely got this person out of their system. Okay. Why is that song by Chris Brown coming in my head? You know what you do to me, got me like dun, 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 you come over to my place. Girl, I was looking for this deck, like, where my taxes at? Armon and Essy. With the Hangman in reverse, someone's dealing with self-sacrifice in this relationship due to impulsive behavior and no interest. There's some Virgo energy here. Subconsciously, this self-sacrifice is going to send someone into, or has sent someone into. Thank you, Spirit, for the download. Spiritual enlightenment, solitude, inner guidance, reflection. Also with the notion that it is okay to be alone. Okay, in the middle of the deck, somebody's like, look, now I'm making my own money. I don't need you. I don't need you. Okay, it's feeling like Essie. There's some pregnancy energy. Second time we see pregnancy manifestation, or just a real life pregnancy. But independent woman, wealth, thriving business, spirits. Split the deck. But one or both of these individuals, when it comes to them collectively, is feeling trapped. They have mental health issues. This gives me that energy of Armand, because I tell you all the time that he's dealing with anxiety, anxious, paranoia, some kind of PTSD, something that just drives. I mean, all it hits his emotions. It's serious. Addiction, abuse, obsession, and hopelessness. Okay. So how does Armand feel about Essie? Well, the Nine of Cups, wishes coming true. We've done what we've needed to do, in a sense. We've reached a level of entertainment, rewards, abundance, and good health. Subconsciously, he's saying, look, death, endings. I'm moving on. This is spiritual transformation. Pay attention to this card. Sudden changes, new beginnings, and upheaval. Like what is done is done. We're moving forward. What we had was over. Okay, that's what it's trying to say. But in the middle of the deck, he himself is slow to recover when it comes to her. When it comes to Essie, he feels burnt out with a lack of self-care with the Four Swords, because he's constantly thinking about something. Interesting. Now, Essie, how does she feel about Armand? Judgment. She's like clarity. She's bringing balance to the situation when it comes to him. She's judging the situation. She feels like people are judging the situation. Like they can see him clearly now. There's awakening and problem solving energy. Thank you, Spirit. With a final decision. A final decision. Subconsciously, she is letting go of regret. She's being proactive. This is emotional for her as well. It was tiresome, Spirit is saying, but she's focusing on the positive. Well, get on out there then. Spirit is also acknowledging that there's been a financial mess when it comes to these two. Her feeling towards him. She feels like she's gone through a loss because of him and made some poor financial decisions. And so now she's really focusing on her finances. So it appears with the Five of Swords, though, mentally, she's saying that she's felt defeated with him. She's felt some like a crime has been committed by him. She feels self-sabotage, and she's like, I'm fighting back now. I'm fighting back. Armand moving closer. That was one of the questions someone said. Is Armand moving closer to Essie? Because he wants to rekindle a romantic flame. Seven of Wands. No, but this is a lot about negotiations and standing up for himself and fighting for something that he wants, fighting for something that he believes that he has the right to have. It's more like that. With the King of Pentacles, he's a mature man. He's reaching his goals. He's a businessman, stable, and with an empire. Interesting. This would keep you in trouble, buddy, right there. That little thing right there. But anyway, so yeah, it's really about business for him when it comes to moving closer. Partly business, that's what I will say. But with the Queen of Pentacles, he's also acknowledging that there is a mature woman where he is moving. What we're not seeing. Interesting. She's a social butterfly. She's down to earth. She's a great mother, and she's luxurious. Okay. So on the surface, but what we're not seeing, you might be onto something. What's next for Armand and Essie? Or it could be a completely different woman. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit said, hey, it ain't got to be her. What's next for Armand and Essie? With the Six of Pentacles, there is going to be gainful employment. It's going to be a give and take kind of thing. I'm giving you money. I'm giving you gifts. You're giving me things. But this relationship is reckless with arrogance, violence, the Knight of Wands. I mean, this is more like, you my family. I'll take care of you. Family kind of energy. But it's still reckless. There's a lack of money, overspending, and a lack of opportunities. With the Ace of Pentacles, constantly giving, draining the swamp, and also breaking the foundation of this relationship. With the Page of Wands, there's some fresh-like energy. Page of Wands. There's a child here, childlike energy, new ideas, creativity, cheerfulness. There's something that brings them joy and happiness. And it could be passion, but it could be work as well. But it feels like a child in the midst as well. Just makes them happy. And at the very last card, it says a lack of control, delays, and bad luck with the Wheel of Fortune. Because, like I said, this is a trauma bond, okay? So nothing comes good of the situation. Nothing romantic, it feels. With the Knight of Swords, they're going to be very direct with one another. They're going to be very impulsive. Big changes ahead, rebellion. And someone's going to be seen as a hero, which means somebody's going to be seen as a what? A villain. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.